What's going on, everybody? I'm pro singer David Braley, singer-entertainer based out of Phoenix, Arizona, and I am here checking out another recommendation that was brought to me on YouTube. This band is called Lovebites, and their song is called Liar. Here we go. Nice control. Little, let's go back and listen to that one more time. She did a little, and it kind of came out of nowhere, and I didn't quite understand what she was getting at. Let's do that one more time. Not sure why she did that. Not quite sure. One more time. I don't. She's.
Took away my sorrow to feel I was your queen.
She's got really nice placement. It's just a bit disconnected. You know what I mean? It's from the chest voice to the head voice, and the mix. It's just a little disconnected for me.
Yeah.
Beautiful vibrato though. Great control and heavy intro. Yeah. Yes, drummer. All right. Very Iron Maiden intro. I'm going to go back a little bit. I want you to listen to that guitar bit. One guitar player decided to bend something a little bit funky there. The other one didn't. It seemed like there was a bit of a disconnect in that melody line. I love the drums. Listen to the guitar. Yeah. There is a timing mess. I don't know whether it was a mishap or whether it was meant to be like that, and just it was just a little off a little bit, but it just sounded a little bit. I don't know whether it was off or it was meant to be that way, but it was sounded like a mistake. Yes. That drummer is giving me life. I love it. He's got a big vibrato. And this is like the Asian female version of Iron Maiden, the classical style of music, the classical style of singing. She's very open. She's got a very wide chest voice, which sits just, we say chest voice because it sits in here, and then head voice. What goes up here? Those are your deference, and in between the two we have what's called the mix, which is like this weird place that, you know, the mix lives in a weird place that nobody quite understands. It's just hard to explain for me. But it's in between the chest and the head voice. And her chest voice is very, it's very big, it's very broad, you know, and I like that. I like her head voice. She's got another wide sound, but it's very forward, which is a little bit different than her chest voice. So that's what I mean when I heard the disconnect between the two. Obviously not a problem because stylistically it could always, there's different ways you could make that work. It behooves you to make it a seamless connection from your chest to your head voice. But in a lot of situations, when you listen to even rock music, when you listen to someone like, Oh, the lead singer of Iron Maiden, Bruce Dickinson, when he sings his big big chest voice, big, but then when he goes really, really high into his head voice, you hear it thins out a lot. And it really becomes quite thin. So there are singers with plenty of disconnect, and she sounds great. I'm looking for a little bit more diction. I can't understand the words that she's saying. I don't know if she's singing in English or if she's singing in a different language. Someone else who knows a band, if you could help me out. But so far, so great. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying the drummer. The drummer is laying down that double bass beat, really enjoying it, and really just filling the time, filling the gap. The guitar players sound fantastic together. I love their style. They're all dressed like professionals, or like they're going out to a cocktail hour, like a posh cocktail hour. And I love that because it's that juxtaposition between the style of music and then the look. Same with baby metal, stuff like that. Like just really like the different juxtapositions that people use to make themselves a bit more unique. And I like this one. There we go. That was nice. That was nice. There it is. That's what I was looking for. That little bit there. She sounded really nice. It really connected the head voice and the chest voice. Perfect connection. Wow, that double bass. Yes. Whoa. Yeah, beautiful. I love that breakdown. That was really cool. Like I said, again, a very Iron Maiden feel, very Metallica, rocking on that. I believe that DeLorean scale, really rocking the rock chord progressions and killing those harmonies really, really nicely. Good timing together, listening to each other, which is difficult. I mean, for anybody. So when it comes to musicians, that you have to develop an ear to listen to each other, follow somebody else, follow the bass player, the drummer, the other guitar player, the singer, anything like that. And these guys are really tuned into each other, and I dig it. All right, drummer. Yes. Oh man. Her stage presence sits in making something really difficult look really, really easy and almost boring. She's no look on her face, no expression, just concentration, focus, energy, just like quiet, calm energy behind the amazing music that she's making. And I really dig that. It's very understated. She understates herself. What she's doing is incredible. And she could be running around the stage and like picking the guitar up over her head and doing crazy stuff. But no, she's calm. She's composed. She's got this. She's got her leg up on the amp and she's just going to town. I love that. Woo! All right. That's hard to do. The bass player is understated as well. The bass player, if you listen to it, the bass line's really interesting, but it's kind of kept nice, like tightly behind the guitar. Listen. Whoa! Key change. Oh, that was not in the right. I don't know if that's the right key. I don't know. I don't. Let me go back. I don't know what note that was. I don't know. That was dissonant. There's dissonance there, so I don't know whether she was just a little bit off. I don't know what note. I can't hear the note that she was trying to hit. If that was the right note, if she was just meant to be a dissonant in a funky chord that I'm just not getting, but it sounded off. So what does it mean when it sounds off? She sounded just a little bit off key. Now, what does that all completely mean? Because some people may be able to hear it, some people may not be. And why? Because a lot of times you don't quite understand. You hear a band on CD and they sound phenomenal, and then you see them live and you're going, wait, why do they sound a little bit off on these key sections? And that could be a billion and one different reasons. Anything from it's the singer's fault for not warming up correctly and they can't hit that note anymore, or to the fact that on stage in big concerts like this, there's so much sound going on. There's so much coming out of the monitors. There's obviously there's stage monitors up behind you. You've got everything going on all at once. You've got in-ears. You're trying to listen for your own voice on top of the music. Sometimes it's really challenging as a vocalist to hear yourself sing. And when you can't hear yourself, it's hard to really place those notes, because sometimes you'll open your note and you're like, I think I'm getting it right, but you can't hear it. You could only feel it. And that's a really scary place to be. I've been there before and it's messed up my notes. It's happened. It happens to all singers. And this could be one of those situations where maybe her in-ears are a bit funky. She's having a hard time listening to her, hearing herself, and was just maybe a nickel short of the note that she was meaning to hit. No fault or foul on her part. Probably everybody makes little mistakes here and there. It's not a big deal. Clearly, she's a phenomenal fan base, huge fan base that loves this band. And the band on the rest of the part, the whole band as a group, are doing a phenomenal job. Everybody makes little mishaps here and there. It's not that big of a deal. Just wanted to point out that it did sound a little flat. Yeah, it happens. Whatever. Yes, guitar. All right. Very cool. Not a bad song at all. Not a bad song at all. I enjoyed the song overall. I enjoyed the guitars going together. Those melody lines really worked out. I liked the vocal melody line. Really high. It was really high and really powerful. I was just missing a lot of the words. I wasn't understanding what she was saying. The diction and enunciation just needs to be a little bit more on point. For live performances. I'm sure the CD sounds great. I'm sure they sound great. And it could have been just the sound. It could have been anything. The balance of the sound. It could have been the sibilance on the microphones. Might have been a little bit shot. Something of that sort. But I just had a hard time picking out the words that she was singing. The guitars sounded phenomenal. The drums were killing it. I love the fact that when someone has those double bass, they have the knowledge to use it well, instead of just throughout the entire song. Does my head in. They have it, so they have to use it on everything. No, she added it in. She salt and peppered it in. Really, really, she had parts where she was nailing it, killing it right out, and it sounded great, but she gave it levels. She gave it a place to go, which is really, really nice to listen to. The bass player was laying it down Big fan of that. Guys, I had a blast with this song. Thanks for the recommendation. I think this was a great song, and I think probably if I listen to some more of their stuff, I'm really going to enjoy it. I love the Iron Maiden influence. I love the scaling that they use, the chord progression. Really, really interesting stuff. Guys, I had a blast with this one. I hope you did too. Until next time, I'll catch you all on the flippity flop. Cheers, guys.